This whole Alabama and Shanna situation is super interesting to me.
And that family, you're disgusting. I removed myself so that they couldn't bond with my children over hating me.
If you could say anything to Kourtney or Kim at this point, what would you say to them?
Thanks for destroying my family twice.
Alabama Barker is happy to be in with the Kardashian crew, especially because her absent mother has been going back and forth with her on social media. Both Alabama and her brother Landon claimed that their mother Shanna is a deadbeat mother, and that they are so thankful for the Kardashians for stepping in and being the family that Shanna could never be. Now this feud between Alabama and Shanna is heating up, so let's get into it. We're going to be talking about Alabama Barker's messy relationship with her mother, Shanna Moakler. Of course, Shanna used to be with Travis Barker, and she's the mother of both Alabama and Landon Barker. Now, their relationship is incredibly messy. I didn't realize until I started to dive into it, because Shanna claims that the Kardashians have pretty much soiled her relationship with her daughter and her son, Landon, while Alabama is accusing Shanna of being an absent mother. Now, let's get into the receipts. So, Shanna has butted heads on social media with her two children. She gave birth to Landon and Alabama back in 2003 and 2005. She and Travis Barker split up in 2006, right after Alabama was born, and they called it quits for good in 2008. Now keep in mind that Shanna feels a certain way about the Kardashians, not just because of Kourtney, because of Kim, because Travis had a crush on Kim when he was supposed to be involved with Shanna. Now when Travis got with Kourtney in 2021, a source told Us Weekly that he and Shanna were in a good place and she was happy for Travis. 2 months after this source gave that little tidbit, it seems like Alabama and Landon were criticizing her parenting on Instagram. Shanna's ex-boyfriend Matthew defended her parenting in May 2021, saying, "I'm with her because she loves and cares about her family. That's just one of the reasons why I love her so much." So all in 2021, Travis gets with Kourtney. We get this source the next month saying, "Oh, co-parenting's going well with Shanna and Travis." And then by May, we're having Shanna's ex-boyfriend defending her parenting because the kids are saying otherwise. Now in May 2021, Alabama posted a TikTok where she was lip-syncing to Kalani's song, The Letter. The lyrics read, "And every girl needs a mother, and damn it, I needed you. Instead of you dug for cover, you ran from the truth. And like kids do, you waited around for proof." And then she called out her mom, saying Shanna was absent. Now, she also responded to Matthew, Shanna's ex-boyfriend, saying, "Everybody thinks my mother's amazing. Matthew is nothing but awful to her, and not only that, but he cheats on her." Oh, she's dropping all of the baggage. "My mom has never completely been in my life. Can you guys stop painting her out to be an amazing mom? Did your moms ask to see you on Mother's Day? Because mine didn't. I'm done keeping it a secret. Reality shows." Now, just at this point in this video, my heart goes out to Alabama. I mean, if she's feeling this type of way to post to her millions of followers, that's not only very vulnerable, but also just really sad. You see these people who sometimes seem like they have it all, but really they just want a mom to be there. But Shanna is disagreeing with Alabama's take. But it's not easy for Shanna to go and counteract them when we've got Landon Barker, Alabama's older brother, saying the same thing. Shanna calls her children's claims completely ridiculous, which Alabama then replied to saying, "I cut off family too. They do you the dirtiest." So they might not even be on speaking terms. Within the same month, Shanna went to that same source at Us Weekly, saying she was not sure why her kids were making these false claims about her. Quote, "I'm not really sure why my kids put that out there. I'm their mother. I love them. It's hurtful and heartbreaking to have your kids say that when it's clearly false. It's a false claim." Okay, Shanna. Imagine this, you've been in an accident or someone you love has been seriously hurt. Suddenly you're facing a mountain of medical bills, paperwork, and insurance companies that don't want to pay what you deserve. Now, what if I told you there was a simple solution to this nightmare? Getting compensation when you are entitled to can be tricky, with many personal injury firms giving you the runaround, drowning you in paperwork and settling for less than what you deserve. But it doesn't have to be that way. This is where Morgan & Morgan steps in. win. As America's largest injury firm, they've modernized the entire process. With over 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, they have the resources to take on big insurance companies and give you the money you deserve. And trust me, they don't settle for lowball offers. Just this year, they secured a $26 million settlement in Philadelphia, 40 times more than the highest insurance offer. And there are plenty more stories like that. You could just fill out a simple form in minutes. No appointments, no complicated paperwork. Everything is done from your phone. Plus, it's totally free unless you win. Morgan & Morgan makes the process easy and stress-free. You can head over to forthepeople.com/Sloan. You can also find that link in the description below to get started. Remember, the process is free unless you win. Thank you, Morgan & Morgan, for sponsoring this video, and enjoy.
This whole Alabama and Shanna situation is super interesting to me. And I'm not really sure who to believe, or I think, there's always three sides to the story: your version, my version, and the truth. And I think that's what's happening here. Shanna obviously shared a lot of stuff saying that Travis isn't necessarily even the best dad, or he lets the kids do whatever they want. Even in his memoir, Travis admits to being not the best person to women, so I'm not super surprised with things that he said. He acknowledges that he's made mistakes in the past, especially before his accident. So I don't know about the timing on this, but I wouldn't be shocked if there is some semblance of truth to what Shanna's saying here. That being said, I also think that Bama is telling the truth in that her mom isn't really in her life. Again, I'm only going off of things that I've read, but the impression is that Shanna puts herself first and then is a mom second.
Now, Shanna has her reasons for why Alabama may be turning on her. I love when narcissistic people just come up with these reasons oh, this is why they turned on me, not my behavior. Shanna added that Alabama was upset over a leaked conversation between the former and her friend. So Shanna and her friend were chatting about Alabama's inappropriate posts, and I guess Alabama got really upset by that they were talking about her and that her mom was, I guess, in Alabama's perspective, shaming her. But at the same time, Alabama is very, very young, and she was posting kind of inappropriately. I think she's 18 now, or is she 16? Oh, she's 19 now. So she's 19 years old. She could really post whatever she wants. But also, what the hell? Look at this picture they have. I need this to focus. What is that? Looks like an AI image. Is that when she was young? Wow, I guess so. She looks so different now. She kind of looks like Christina Aguilera nowadays. Shanna, though, has previously blamed Travis and his involvement with the Kardashians for keeping their two children away from her. So not only is she saying, Alabama is wrong, but Travis is the reason why they have distance, and the Kardashians, starting with Kim in the beginning and now Kourtney. Here's a clip of Shanna talking a little bit about her perspective when it comes to Travis and his new wife, Kourtney, and what's going on with her children.
Right now, can you talk to us?
I guess, it's heartbreaking. It's every mother's worst nightmare, honestly. But, we just had dinner with our kids and all their friends 3 weeks ago.
No,
so,
like 3 weeks ago.
This has all started since my ex started dating a certain person. And, it's
Kourtney.
it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
My family's broken because of this family. And now my kids and I are alienated from each other because of another sister in the family. So, yay for me.
If you could say anything to Kourtney or Kim at this point, what would you say to them?
Thanks for destroying my family twice.
I like how she's not trying to say Kourtney's name, and then the guy next to her is filling in all the blanks oh, Kourtney and Travis and all of this drama. But I'm not fully buying anyone's side just yet. Now, supposedly Landon and Alabama were way too happy when Travis got with Kourtney because now they're part of the Kardashian family, which if you are young kids and you're now part of the most famous family, of course, you're probably gonna love it. Now, because Shanna's starting to speak out, she's starting to shed some light on what really happened between Travis and Kim. I still think it's so weird that he had been with Kim and now he's with Kourtney. Quote, Travis and I were working on things, Shanna said. I had a house in the same neighborhood and someone anonymously texted me him and Kim's conversations. They were trying to meet up at her sister's house to get intimate. After admitting that she never really recovered from Kim and Travis's texting scandal, Shanna said the situation influenced her decision to file for divorce in 2008. She made similar claims about Travis and Kim in the past, though they have both denied these allegations, which I'm sure Travis Barker probably cannot stand Shanna, which isn't going to help her relationship with her children if she's over here talking about Kim and Kourtney in the press, which I get it, speak your truth, but I can also see why Travis would be annoyed, especially with headlines like this. Shanna blamed Travis's relationship with Kourtney over her feud with her children, saying parental alienation is a real thing. I raised all my kids and I did a good job. Saying my kids never had any bumps in the road until my ex-husband Travis started dating a Kardashian crew. Kardashian crew. I guess because the whole family really rolls together. So Shanna, she's still implying that she's estranged from her children. She added, "Go do what you guys need to do, and when you're ready, I'll be here loving you unconditionally. And I will be here as your mother, and I will wait." Which is a little bit weird, like that she's like, okay, I'm just gonna wait on the sidelines. Like, no, go and fix things. You're the adult here. In the same interview, Shanna also threw serious shade at Travis and Kourtney, who she accused of the parental alienation. She went on the Dumb Blonde podcast hosted by Bunny, who is Jelly Roll's wife, who's also a fan of the channel. Shout out to Bunny XO. But this is what she had to say. And you know, I can hear what she's talking about when it comes to like, yeah, you can't really compete where you can't compare. But at the same time, it seems like she's already accepted that she's got this falling out with her kids. And what breaks my heart is that she seems like all right with it. Like, oh yeah, I'll be waiting here for you when you're ready. I'm not gonna, like, life is way too short to not have a relationship with your child. I could not be me.
I feel at the time when Travis got with Kourtney, there was like some parental alienation going on there. When the first came around, they were enamored just as like young kids would be enamored by them. And I think there was a lot of glitter and fame, and you know, they watched them on TV and now their dad's dating one and they're gonna be on the show, and you know, and I think they got caught up in that, you know, which young kids would do. They're buying them Prada and they're buying them gifts and they're going to these events and they're meeting Kanye and they're, you know, all this big stuff. And I can't give them that. I don't have that. I don't have access to that. I don't have the money to do that. I can't buy you guys Prada every, you know, other week and stuff. I can't do it. And my house isn't a mansion like Travis. I don't have a movie theater. I don't have golf carts for you kids to drive
He's fun
around.
dad.
Yeah, you know, he's everything.
Yeah.
They own the media. You, that family, you're disgusting. I removed myself so that they couldn't bond with my children over hating me. Go do what you guys need to do, and when you're ready, I will be here loving you unconditionally, and I will be here as your mother, and I will wait. And that's what I did.
Now, because Shanna is talking a lot, Alabama is replying. She shared on her Instagram saying, "Once you stop relying on other individuals, your life will become so much better. Disappointment in others won't exist." I love how Shanna, like, just says everything, though. I can appreciate that. And she expressed her resentment of Travis trying to meet up at Kim's sister's house to go and get intimate while they were still married. It's weird, too, because I think they were actually going to go meet at Kourtney's house. So what a small world.
It's not just Kim. Shanna has beef with Kourtney as well. So in August 2021, Kourtney uploaded this video with the caption "Movie Night," and she's watching the film True Romance. This is important. True Romance is a film from 1993, and the two main characters are called Clarence and Alabama. Alabama being the name of Travis and Shanna's daughter. A few days after Kourtney posted this, Shanna posted this in her story, which is a clip of Alabama from the film giving the finger. Could have been a coincidence, but probably not. And then Shanna tells Us Weekly that she finds it weird that Kourtney has posted about a film that her and Travis bonded over, obviously years before. She said, "We named our daughter Alabama like in the film, and I used to call him Clarence like in the film." She said, "We even walked down the aisle to the song You're So Cool," which is one of the main songs in the film. So it's clear that this film was massive to Travis and Shanna, and obviously they named their daughter the main character in the film. Then, fast forward a few months to Halloween, Travis and Kourtney both dress up as the True Romance cover, posting pictures like this, dressed up as Clarence and Alabama. Travis writes in a comment to Kourtney under her Instagram post saying, "You're so cool, you're so cool, you're so cool." Lyrics to the song that he walked down the aisle with his ex-wife.
It seems like an obsessed coincidence. I mean, literally the only way I can explain away that situation is if maybe Travis Barker's just super obsessed with that movie himself. So if you're going to be with him, you're just going to be part of your relationship. But still, it's a little bit creepy. Now, for Landon's part, there was a moment in the episode of the Kardashians where he said that Kourtney filled a void in his life, becoming his stepmom. Quote, "You look out for me like a mother and have always had my back," he said in an emotional speech. "I really think that you have filled an empty spot in my heart so well and have shown me great morals and have taught me so much." Now, I think that's great. I think Kourtney's probably readily available and at the home a lot and those things. But yeah, I could see why his mom's probably like, "Damn, I left that big of a void."
You look out for me like a mother and always have my back. I really think you have filled the empty spot in my heart so well and have showed me great morals and have taught me so much. Together, you guys show what true love looks like, and it's truly inspiring to all of us.
Now, Alabama Barker is big on TikTok, and there's a live function on there where you can just go live and go live with other people. Now, into this next clip, Alabama actually went live with her mother. She's in the top left corner. Her mother is in the bottom right corner. There's two other people there, but it's a little bit bizarre to see her mother on this live with her. And Alabama calls her by her first name, which I think speaks volumes.
Shayna! Hold on, Bree. I'm gonna add Landon up. I'll add you back up after.
Now, even more recently, Alabama seemed to like a post about neglectful parents, which has been deleted. It read, "Deadbeat mothers exist. I'm tired of y'all acting like it's always the dad." Now, because I was looking into Shanna and her relationship with Travis, and of course her children, I came across another bizarre article. The headline reads, "Travis Barker threatened to put a bullet in ex-wife's head in resurfaced police report." In the arrest report, Travis is quoted saying, "If I could, I'd put a bullet in your head." According to TMZ, Shanna and Travis were both handcuffed and thrown in the back of squad cars for making criminal threats against each other. Now, this happened in 2014, which is interesting because thinking back at our timeline, like, they split up in 2008, so even after 2014, they were still going at it. Shanna ended up calling the LAPD to their LA home. After continuing to fight in front of officers, the two were handcuffed. Shanna told authorities that she and Travis hadn't been getting along and that he regularly called her a bitch. Shanna had also claimed that Travis called her a piece of garbage and that she is a cigarette, coke snorting, and that she has an email in which says, "My poor kids have a whore for a mom." Wow. She's a cigarette, coke snorting. I guess that's it. I thought they're going to add like something else to the end of that, but I guess she's just cigarette, coke snorting. Damn. Sources told TMZ that charges were not filed against the two, but the services for the children and family protections, they were dispatched, of course, to go and investigate. A lot of people were concerned for Kourtney after reading this and feeling that Travis Barker may be a man who has a temper, who gets domestically violent. Others compared Travis's latest marriage to his previous one, saying Travis love bombed Shanna as well. Think that's who he is. I think he's just a hopeless romantic, and Kourtney is kind of too. Another person writes, "I get super creepy vibes from him. No wonder if she comes out in a few years about domestic abuse." Well, I would not wish that on anyone, you got to pay attention to the red flags, but I would really hope that Kourtney would not find herself in that situation. Either way, people, stars, they're just like us, because this relationship between Shanna and her children is dysfunctional to say the least. Hopefully we could send some healing vibes to this family, but thank you guys so much for watching my content. Let's go ahead and open this P.O. Box package item. I don't know who it's from. Interesting. Okay, what are we working with? To Sloan, thank you for all that you do. From Julie. Cute. Interesting. Is this an album? Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so it looks like this is an album from someone. I think Julie. I'm so bad at reading cursive, but cute. Let's go ahead and open this. Interesting. So it looks like their music. I'm gonna go ahead and check this out. I actually don't have a record player, but I do have Spotify, so I'm gonna look it up. And I love like a vinyl. That's what it's called, right? A vinyl. It's really cool. Thank you so much for this, and congratulations. Like, how awesome! Not only to come out with this, but to have all these songs. Look at that. The devil is in your heart. See stars. Fight against your fleshy lust. It's giving. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.